Welcome to Mind Decode, where we break down human behavior, emotional intelligence, and psychological patterns, so you can protect yourself and think clearly in a manipulative world. Manipulators rarely look dangerous. In fact, many appear charming, confident, and trustworthy. That's what makes their tactics so effective. Dark psychology, ISNT, about obvious control. It's about subtle influence that slowly shifts your perception, confidence, and decisions without you realizing it. Understanding these tactics is not about using them on others, but about defending yourself before damage is done. One of the most common manipulation tactics is gaslighting. This happens when someone repeatedly denies your experiences, twists facts, or makes you doubt your own memory and judgment. Over time, you may start questioning your reality and relying on the manipulator for truth, which gives them psychological power. Another tactic is love bombing. At the beginning, the manipulator overwhelms you with attention, praise, and affection. This creates emotional dependency. Once you're attached, the affection is slowly withdrawn, leaving you craving validation and willing to tolerate behavior you normally wouldn't accept. Guilt manipulation is also widely used. Manipulators make you feel responsible for their emotions, failures, or bad behavior. They frame themselves as victims and subtly imply that your actions are causing them pain, even when you've done nothing wrong. This keeps you trapped in a cycle of apologizing and overgiving. Silent treatment is another powerful psychological weapon. By withdrawing communication and affection, manipulators create anxiety and fear of abandonment. The silence forces you to seek their approval and comply just to restore emotional connection, even when you haven't done anything wrong. Manipulators also distort boundaries. They may ignore your limits, invade your privacy, or pressure you into uncomfortable situations. When you resist, they frame you as selfish, cold, or unreasonable, making you feel guilty for protecting yourself. Triangulation is another tactic where manipulators involve a third person to create jealousy, insecurity, or competition. They may compare you to others or hint that someone else understands them better. This destabilizes your confidence and makes you work harder for their approval. False urgency is often used to rush decisions. Manipulators create pressure by insisting that something must happen immediately, leaving no time for reflection. This prevents logical thinking and pushes you into choices that benefit them, not you. Another subtle tactic is selective honesty. Manipulators tell partial truths while hiding critical information. Because they are honest sometimes, it becomes harder to recognize deception when it matters most. This inconsistency keeps you confused and dependent. They also exploit your empathy. Manipulators target kind, emotionally intelligent people by playing on their compassion. They know you don't want to hurt others, so they use emotional stories or exaggerated struggles to gain control and sympathy. Finally, manipulators slowly erode your self. Through subtle criticism, backhanded compliments, and constant comparison, they weaken your confidence. Once your self-esteem is low, you become easier to control, question yourself more, and accept less than you deserve. Recognizing these tactics doesn't mean becoming paranoid. It means becoming aware. Awareness restores your power, strengthens your boundaries, and allows you to choose relationships that are healthy rather than harmful. Thanks for watching Mind Decode. If you want to understand human behavior, spot manipulation early, and protect your mental and emotional well-being. Make sure to subscribe and stay connected for more psychology-based insights.